Welcome to classix and our resilient app suites for the digital transformation of your business. This video is about inventory sampling. Most companies still manage their inventories with a very laborious wall-to-wall inventory. With GESTIN 77, inventory management is drastically simplified. GESTIN 77 guides you through the inventory process step by step with a basic guide that directly answers most questions. At the very beginning of an inventory, GESTIN 77 needs the data from your warehouse management system. This data can be retrieved directly from your system or can be imported via a file interface. You can either use our provided Excel template or you can change the data fields to match your import file. For example, your warehouse on position 3, the booked quantity on position 4, etc. Now we are ready to start the first step of the inventory. In our example, we import the data with a file. In the second step, we check the imported data. Using easily comprehensible statistics, you can check the imported values for discrepancies. For example, differences in the number of inventory items or in the total book value of the imported warehouse. As part of the inventory analysis, the Lorenz Curve shows you the value distribution within your warehouse. Very often, the so-called 80-20 Pareto rule applies, where approximately 80% of all stock items account only for about 20% of the value. However, this also means that by counting only about 20% of all stock items, you already capture about 80% of the stock value. After the analysis, the real sampling takes place in the third step. GESTIN 77 offers the possibility to perform the sampling via the stratification method or as a sequential test. Only with GESTIN 77 is it possible to carry out an inventory of some warehouses using the stratification method while simultaneously carrying out an inventory of other warehouses using the sequential test. The sequential test can only be applied in warehouses with very high-quality data, for example in fully automated high-bay warehouses. For generally accessible warehouses, the stratification method is a good choice, which we will continue to focus on here. As part of an inventory sampling, samples are only taken from the approximately 80% low-value stock items. The high-value goods continue to be counted fully using conventional wall-to-wall inventory. In total, only about 5 to 10% of all your stock items remain to be counted in an inventory sampling. In our example, out of the original 10,000 items, only 872 items remain to be counted for your inventory. Only with GESTIN 77 can you choose whether you want to apply the counting within your warehouse management system or in GESTIN 77 itself. In our example, we want to apply the counting with GESTIN 77. The structure of the counting list can be adapted to your requirements very flexibly and easily. Counting results are recorded using an input screen, which can easily be operated on a tablet or even on a smartphone. These mobile devices can be used on-site in the warehouse during counting. In the penultimate sixth step, we have to check whether the inventory sampling was generated properly. An inventory sampling is only valid if the counted quantities hardly differ from the booked quantities in your warehouse management system. The error calculated from these stock deviations mustn't exceed 2%. In our example, the error is 0%. Therefore, your inventory sampling is correct. At this point, you are already done with your inventory and can document this for your auditor with the help of this report. With the last, here purely administrative, seventh step, you archive your inventory sampling in GESTIN 77, and the system is ready for the next inventory. Use GESTIN 77 in your foreign branches as well. GESTIN 77 is available in English, German, and French. Classix will gladly advise you and your auditor on GESTIN 77.